People call me the mother of home missions because I started home missions work with African Americans, Indians, mountain people, and internationals in the late 1800s and early 1900s. While helping start mission societies in Baltimore, Maryland, I also encouraged women all over our land to pray, give, and volunteer for home missions.
How are y'all doing? My name is Dottie Williamson. I've been planting churches for a number of years in Virginia and now in Mississippi. You might ask, why would a single woman like myself want to spend her time starting churches from scratch? Well, it's because I love meeting new people. I love leading Bible studies, taking door-to-door surveys, and just seeing how God moves in the hearts and lives of His people.
I'm Terry Moncrief, a church and community ministries missionary. I work in Atlanta, Georgia, one of the poorest areas of the city. You know, there's a lot of hopelessness in the inner city. But the way that I provide hope here at Techwood is by providing training for the jobless and food for the hungry, but most importantly, a lot of hugs to the unloved.
My name is Ginger Howell. I'm a US2 missionary serving on the National Creative Arts team with the Home Mission Board. We're called Missions USA Live, and we're traveling all across the country for 2 years telling the story of missions through music and drama. This is something I've always wanted to do, using my talents to be on mission for Christ.
My name is Susan Danley, and this is Mona. Last summer we served in Montpelier, Vermont as summer missionaries, where we taught children in backyard Bible clubs how to play games and sing songs, and most of all, we taught them about God's love. Personally, I can't think of a better way to spend my summer. Can you?
Hi, my name is Bill Black. I live in a place where over 10 million people visit my town every year. I live in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where I share Christ with those who are on leisure and at play. My wife Cindy and I are co-directors of Smoky Mountain Resort Ministries. We use hundreds of volunteers each year to take the gospel to campgrounds, outlet malls, theme parks, and even on the ski slopes. The Smoky Mountains is a great place to share our faith with those who try to find peace through pleasure.
Hi, I'm Travis Dean, a Christian Service Corps volunteer. Last year I paid my own way to be a part of a construction team that built a church in Auburn, Minnesota. We put the roof on and sheetrocked the entire inside all in a week's time. You see, the neat thing is that I'm not a carpenter. I'm just a businessman that likes to serve the Lord by volunteering my time to help build churches. My hands were mighty sore as we left that day, but it was worth every nail that I hammered to see the joy on those church members' faces.
Hi, I'm Bo Mitchell, a Mission Service Corps volunteer living in Winter Haven, Florida, and working as a personal evangelism consultant. Recently, I helped with relief efforts during the Hurricane Andrew in southern Florida. Over those 7 days of sharing my faith in feeding lines, over 120 people came to know the Lord. I've found that people aren't only hungry for food, but also for a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
Who will step forward to further the work of home missions?
Who will plant the churches to reach people with the gospel?
And who will give hope to the hopeless?
Who will be the voice to sing the songs of Jesus?
Who will teach the children about God's love?
Who will share their faith in the mountains of our land?
Who will build the church buildings for God's people to worship?
Who will be bold in taking the gospel to hungry souls?
Who will be Christ for our nation?